Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Now, I just spent probably 20 or 25 minutes actually searching through Gentle trying to find this replay. I know one of these replays on Canyon of the Dead between Big Size and Fargo, who we have all the way up on the top right. I know it ended epically. So I just literally spent 20 minutes of my life searching for one replay to show you guys, because very rarely do we have super epic close games. Up in the top right, we have Fargo with the blue, and he is the China Infantry. And down at the bottom left, we have Big Size with the orange China Vanilla. So I actually think if you go for a double war factory build here, I think the infantry is super overpowered. If you do anything other than that, I think the matchup does get closer, because all it needs is the China Vanilla to get his infantry, to get his MiGs up and running. And as I always say, MiGs for China kills anything that the infantry can do. I thought Fargo was going for a helix. It would take 4 MiGs to take down the helix, or can you get away with 3 if the helix stays still? I think it might leave it extremely low, but if you want a dead cert kill, you need to go for 4 MiGs. So will SiZe be expecting this? He's got quite a late airfield being placed down, so helix, if it goes straight across the map, could cause significant problems. But there is a GAT out here for SiZe. He's actually sending it over. This is something actually SiZe does like to do, I noticed, is actually he does send a dozer early on to oils, to like a close-ish oil, and then we'll build some kind of a defense there. It's a bit of an investment to secure that area, but then once you get the oil, you would imagine that pays for it, pays for the defense that you've already invested. Here comes 1 MiG, and there is a GAT there as well, so the helix is going to be weakened, severely weakened actually, and it really has only killed 1 GAT and needs to get out of there quick, because SiZe is now locked on that helix with 2 GATs. It's a flying around, smoking helix. Does take out the dozer though, and there's another MiG on the way. Now this infantry will need to press the X key, otherwise this MiG, this helix has been a complete disaster really. Fargo did grab himself 1 oil. SiZe has not gotten himself an oil yet, but Fargo did take down a GAT and the barracks there, but definitely not really paid for itself, and not an ideal start there for infantry, because now he's upgrading to double war factory, but currently he's got no units out, and the MiGs are already rolling now for the China Vanilla. So it's going to be hard from here for Fargo. I think you're mainly now thinking about, obviously he needs to clear up this GAT and this GAT here, but the main thing you're thinking is about how you're now going to counter the MiGs. Now, have a think before I tell you. Unless obviously you're a pro player, you probably know how you're going to counter the MiGs, but what are you going to do against these MiGs? It takes 2 MiGs to shoot these outposts, and even though 1 MiG there did go down, that shouldn't happen really. You shouldn't be flying a MiG directly over there, but he did take down an outpost. But 2 MiGs kill pretty much anything that China Vanilla can make. Kills a dozer, kills a truck, kills 2 trucks if they're actually on top of each other, if you've got the napalm. 2 MiGs kill an outpost, 2 MiGs kill an assault troop crawler, 2 MiGs kill pretty much everything you can make. Apart from a helix, you'll need 4. So how are you going to counter that? Now the answer is you're probably going to be thinking about teching up and going for a prop and getting a Lotus, trying to capture the airfield whilst the MiGs are landed. There we go, another kill. Will it kill his red guard there as well? No, the red guard actually survives, and actually another red guard there as well for SiZe. Fargo is having an absolutely awful start here. Because like I said, all of his units can get picked apart, even though he's trying to hold against that flamer there very, very slowly with that outpost. As soon as the MiGs come again, it's only going to take 1 MiG now, because that is already heavily damaged. So yeah, you're going to want to get a prop. Not too sure about this congregated building style. That looks like a prime hit for a carpet and artillery. It really does. We've got a flamer here for Fargo, flamer here for Fargo as well. Fargo has currently avoided this whole position. He's actually just going in for the kill. Maybe just making sure that SiZe hasn't expanded to this 3rd supply here. Flamer does get spotted and taken out. I think that Flamer would have been more beneficial to go back here and take out these tech buildings. But maybe he's trying to actually capture that for himself. We've got a flamer here. I did currently miss that. It's damaged the barracks and damaged the truck, but apart from that, not a lot else. Flamer still chilling here. There's a flamer here for SiZe going in the base. That's another strength of SiZe that you'll notice as of replays we've watched, like kind of in the last month. There was a game on like Vendetta when he played against XCal, and there's other such examples where no matter what's going on, if SiZe is losing or there's a big battle somewhere, there's always going to be a sneaky flamer from SiZe. Something he's really good at. Just waypointing it around the side of the map and trying to get it in. Something that even me as a replay observer, you would think we should be able to see everything, but often miss that orange speck going around and actually sneaking in. He's actually got two coming in. Is this one going to cause any damage? Currently, these MiGs are heading over here to defend the oil. He's flying again over the bunker. Does lose a little bit of HP. But these tank hunters, unless your MiG is directly over the missile, it's very, very hard to do damage. This flamer is still coming in. Fargo has not spotted it. There's two dozers here, so you could get the dozer hunt, really. He's ignored the dozer and just going to flame the barracks. Bit of an awkward angle, but... bit of an awkward game all around, really, because he's disabled that. Had the outpost there for ages. But didn't actually kill it. He's now moving him closer to the flamer to disable it again. SiZe just circling with the MiGs currently. Flamers going everywhere. Just look. Well, these are GATs, but look at these two. Again, coming in from a different angle. This flame is still alive. I think Fargo playing a little bit slow, or do you think he's just caught a little bit off guard after that really poor start? Ooh, don't think he should have shot there. Oh, man. What's that targeting? Okay, he finally kills. It takes 3 MiGs. Didn't need 3 MiGs to kill that. Only needed 1. But regardless, he saves his oil. It's the most important thing. Artillery platform could now start shooting the oil if he wanted to. That dozer's live. That dozer's live. However, they're both low. That one's extremely low. Could be repaired. I don't know why he's not clicking inside that. But this is where it gets a little bit more difficult for SiZe. As long as you've got enough MiGs, you still will be able to break through that. But with that ECM, that's getting a little bit more difficult. You can't just two-shot a outpost anymore. You've got to create a big firestorm. Like, there was almost a firestorm there, but it's kind of attacking in 1s and 2s rather than all 4 together. Fargo now expanded to... technically, he's on 3 supplies now because he's collecting from these crates here as well. It's a very nice map. Canyon of the Dead, or Canyon of the Dead, as Fargo calls it. And quite a unique map as well. Not really any map you could say is like this. Although I suppose now you come to think about it, it's quite... could say it's actually quite similar to Farmlands of the Fallen, even though it looks quite a lot different. It's still bottom left versus top right. You've still got that big divide down the middle, although it's a desert here. And the oils are kind of in the same place as well. And your second and fourth supplies like kind of dry up quick. Maybe it's a recipe for decent maps, having that amount of supplies and that amount of oils. Hugging the sides of the map, really, isn't it? There's no supplies and stuff in the middle. Everything's hugging the sides. So Fargo's kind of stabilizing. That was a subscriber alert. SNIJK Wad has just subscribed to the channel. Doesn't appear when I'm just making a video. When I'm streaming, it will appear on the screen as well. More flamers getting taken out. I would like Fargo to get the subliminal message in. Is he now hunted, by the way? Have I completely missed that? Is he hunted? I think he's hunted and I've just completely missed it. I think I've missed it. Fargo is hunted. Oh no. One dozer survives and is making a CC. Okay. Not sure quite what happened to the other one then. Maybe it died to another flamer here, but Fargo's got a bit of an attack going on down the middle now. You're going to need quite a few MiGs to deal with that. 4 outposts, and the MiGs are currently reloading. That's looking pretty grim for SiZe now. He needs to get these off the ground ASAP. Made an outpost so he can try and delay these a little bit. MiGs now coming in. They used 3 MiGs to target 1 outpost, which is definitely not ideal. This one's now currently going back to land. The mines here are going to help a little bit, but there's 2 flamers here for SiZe. SiZe also wants to capture those buildings up there at the top. Outposts are causing problems, and I think if he targets them properly now, the MiGs will go down. The MiGs are being allowed to reload, at least at the other airfield, almost at the airport then. SiZe should force fire there, but I don't think he knows exactly where that is. Carpet and artillery now coming in. Actually, 2 carpets are actually going to pass each other, pretty much. Artillery also going across the map. We'll watch Fargo's carpet first. It's going to be a juicy hit. Kills some stuff. That was the second dozer, but the CC's now already up, and that's killed a power plant and the damaged war factory from before. SiZe currently now flying around with these MiGs. TNT there planted on one of the trucks. SiZe needs to remake some trucks there, or pull them from here maybe. Could sell that, pull them. Over here, I don't think remaking them currently is the best way to spend your cash, especially when it's getting low economy now. Fargo's still got this oil up here. SiZe has not captured it, despite having a red guard right next to it. Another outpost coming for... So what Fargo was trying to do there was trying to actually distract the fire of the MiGs. And then he's going to go and capture the CC. MiGs do kill the Lotus. I think the Lotus should have ran away there. You could have got more out of it by doing that. But Outpost now moving in. SiZe's dozer currently disabled. Oh, splash damage has actually killed the Outpost, and all the MiGs fall anyway. I think they were circling, losing HP anyway, but then now the Outpost has crushed all the tank hunters. But yeah, they got shot by the tank hunters. I think SiZe could have microed that a lot better. Could have saved that. Flaming out coming in. Game is getting a little bit dicey. Both players are not on very much at all. SiZe is actually still going on with the flaming. See what I mean about these flamers, man? So Fargo, is he going to be able to stop that? Like, what has he actually got back at home that's going to be able to stop that? What Fargo was doing in that barracks earlier, he was trying to distract the fire of the MiG so then he could use the Lotus to capture the CC. It is allowed. Another MiG hit and another outpost kill, but that war factory looking like it will go down as well. Fargo now not on very much, looking like he's going to head down to this bottom right hand side, build a power on his CC. I think it's worth building the power first so your CC builds faster. Overall, it will build faster. But SiZe is going to continue the push and clearing this supply. SiZe does not have very much at all. He's got 1 airfield. Power, supply, barracks. Is he going to be able to do anything over here? Is SiZe going to find this area over here before... Fargo finishes it. I don't think Fargo can win now, you know. Oh, I hope this isn't anticlimactic. How can Fargo stop that? Nah, Fargo's dead, isn't he? He's got nothing. He's got nothing. Well, SiZe doesn't have very much. Oh man, it's not as good as I thought it would be. I thought it would be closer. I thought Fargo would manage a way to clear up that flamer. I thought that game was closer than it actually was. I mean, it was still close because if you actually looked in SiZe's base, he had 1 airfield with like what, 2 MiGs or 3 MiGs flying around. He had that 1 flamer, but he didn't have enough money to rebuild a supply. He was long distance collecting from his effectively his 3rd supply. So yeah, SiZe wasn't in the greatest of situations, but I thought that game was a little bit closer. I'd seen like clips of it, and I thought, yeah, I thought it was really like down to last building versus last building, but still, nonetheless, super close. And yeah, another good game, different to the GLA mirrors we're seeing and stuff like that. So I know people want to see Inf versus China, and well, any China versus anything that's not a GLA mirror, you basically want to see. I'm aware of what you're commenting. So yeah, GG, well played. Let me know if you want in the comments, and see you in the next one.